Hey everybody, Enosh here, and I am so excited because it is that time of year again. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to talk about what we've been waiting all summer for, The Flash, Season 3, Episode 1, Flashpoint. Alright, so what a season opener this was. What a great episode that this was of The Flash. I mean, Barry has gone back in time, as we all know, and he's gone back to save his mom from Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash, and keep her from dying, and he thinks that in doing so, he will set his life on this blissful path that there will be no consequences. And of course, as we all know, that's not how those things work. So we pick it up where Barry has been there for about 3 months now. He's just been enjoying things. Things have been going great. He finally gets up the courage to ask out Iris, and she says yes because there's just something that pulls her to him. And they kind of kick it off pretty well. And then things are going pretty well until he discovers that, well, Joe is not doing so well in this this new universe he's created. He's drinking, he's not showing up for work, and so Barry tries to help him a little bit with that, and all the while that's happening, we have Kid Flash. Now, I loved how this episode painted Kid Flash. I love how Wally was a little upset because everybody was calling him Kid Flash, and he wanted to be the Flash, but he wasn't the Flash. You know, I thought that was really great. Of course, the costume looks great. We've seen pictures of it for a while now. That looked great. A little bit of a change here was we got this new villain who was called the Rival, and just looked really great. I thought the mask looked a little kind of Muppety a little bit. I don't know. What did you think? I thought the mask looked a little Muppety at times, but I still thought it was really cool. And I thought it was cool how Barry still had his powers, and yet he was kind of watching how things were, happening, and just kind of sitting in the shadows and trying to live his life, thinking that, oh, this new Flash will be able to take care of it. And obviously that was not the case. He ends up finding out that Wally is the Kid Flash, or the Flash in this universe, that Iris is helping him, and he tries to get everybody back together. They go see Ramon, and what a great portrayal this was. I love seeing these characters. I always love it when they've, gone to like Earth 2 or now to this universe, how you get to see the same people that you see every week kind of performing their character in just a different way. And that was pretty cool to see Ramon as this wealthy, very sophisticated, confident man, where a lot of times, in real life, he's not that. He's a little timid around the women. The one woman that he did actually go after ended up being Hawk Girl, and, well, she was promised to another, ancient person from beyond, and so they couldn't be together. And so it was nice to see Ramon kind of in that. He was a little cocky, but Barry starts to reveal himself because we all know Barry just can't help but reveal all of his secrets. And so he feels like he needs to help them fight the Rival and win that battle. And all the while, he's losing his memories. And the Reverse Flash, how cool is this? Let's go in reverse a little bit and talk about the Reverse Flash. I thought it was cool that Barry actually captured Eobard and took him back, had him in captivity, and was keeping him that way and bringing in burgers and fries. That was kind of a funny exchange to see. And, Eobard tells him, says, you think that this is going to be great, but it's not going to work out that way in the end. And I love the line. Man, what a hard-hitting line for him to tell him, you're going to beg me to kill your mom. Wow. Wow, that was rough. And, but as the show progresses, Barry and Wally go to fight the Rival. Of course, we see a little bit of that hot-headedness with Wally, where Wally's not going to listen. He's a little jealous of the fact that, everybody's all of a sudden responding to Barry as the Flash. You could see that little bit of tension there. Didn't want to do the flanking like they talked about, and thought he could take on the Rival head on. He gets stabbed, and then Barry, he goes after the Rival. They're going back and forth. The effects were really great in this episode. Just watching the speed effects and the slow-mo, how it's slow-moed when they would be in close proximity to each other fighting. So it was all really cool to see until finally Barry starts losing some of his memories. Now, a couple of things here. Barry is very fortunate that the Rival didn't decide to take him out the same way that he did Kid Flash. I mean, in a second, this could have all been done and really meant nothing, and the show could have ended. But instead, he ends up punching Barry, and I liked, it was a little cheesy, but I did like it, how Iris, because I like what it means, and that Iris is talking to Barry through his intercom, and just, you know, tells him, look, if I was the other Iris that you're used to, I may have the right things to say, maybe not, but she says, I would have the right things to say. She goes, but you are the Flash. This is what you were meant to do. Gives him this confidence. He says, I am the Flash. Memories come flooding back. His powers come flooding back. And then he takes on the Rival. Now, I thought it was a little weird. The Rival creates 2 tornadoes. That just seemed kind of overkill to me. It didn't really seem to make much sense. I mean, if you're fighting somebody one-on-one, why would you create a tornado? And then Barry runs backwards, and, you know, and then the Rival says, that's impossible. How? Why is it impossible? He's a speedster, you're a speedster. If you can create a tornado, somebody can undo a tornado, I guess, by just running the other way. So that was a little off for me, but it was really cool to see how Barry did overcome that, beat the Rival, and then starts to walk away. And as the Rival comes up to go ahead and take Barry out finally, we see Joe in the background, shoots him, protects Barry, and then kind of connects everybody in that world. It was also cool to see how they brought just everyone together there at Ramon's place, and even Caitlin, who was not a scientist, but yet was an ophthalmologist, a child's ophthalmologist even. So that was kind of funny. There was some good humor in this episode. It wasn't overdone. It was perfect, and I really, really loved it. Now get to the ending. Barry has to do something that is absolutely crushing, because he knows he cannot stay in this timeline. He knows that he has to change it, just like Eobard told him at the beginning. And so he says goodbye to his parents. That was touching. I love the fact that he got to introduce Iris to his mother. That was just a beautiful moment, because you could see that's, you know, something that meant a lot to him and his character to do. Then they leave, go back to find the Reverse Flash, tells Reverse Flash, you know what I need you to do? And Eobard looks at him and says, no, tell me what you want me to do. And Barry has to tell him, I need you to kill my mother. Then he tells him, I hate you. And Eobard looks at him and says, I hate you. And they go back and forth, and, you know, it was just a very, very serious moment, very tense moment, but I absolutely loved it. Did you love it? Man, as a fan, as being someone who reads the Flash comics, it was just great to see this show come back with a strong episode right off the bat to give us some stuff that we love. Now, I was a little concerned because really everything got wrapped up pretty neatly, as sometimes happens in a season premiere. Unless you get a 2-parter or something like that, everything kind of gets neatly put back together. Everything that happened in that season closer, usually that was, you know, something that, you know, disrupted everything, gets all put back together. And that's what we thought we were getting. But it was not the case, because now we see that Barry coming back, there is something that is not right. Now, did Eobard do that? Was it just part of the time stream that things just, you're never going to get it exactly the same? We still have yet to see. But we see that that Iris is not in the picture there with the family and with things going on there. And in the preview for next week, we see that maybe a couple of other people aren't quite the same as we last saw them. So, hey, what did you think of this episode? Were you excited for this episode? Were you just sitting on the edge of your seat going, oh my gosh, this is awesome? Because we were. I've watched it twice now, and everybody here at the house says, give it a thumbs up. It was awesome. What do you say? If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, all right? Let me know that you like the video. That always helps us out here at the channel. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, because we do lots of fun, cool stuff on this channel. We talk about the stuff that we love, like comic books and The Flash and Star Wars and all kinds of other stuff. And look for more videos. Hey, search the channel. There's a little bit of something for everyone, all right? Until next time, I am Enash. Keep running. Bye-bye.